Good morning, groovy citizens, and happy Motivational Monday to each and every one of you. You guys, the sun is out. It seems like it's a beautiful day outside. However, and because, well, it is a beautiful day. Let me not say that.
Update found.
Thank you. It is a beautiful day out. However, and because it is a little windy outside. It's 54 degrees. But you know what? I'll take the sunshine any day of the week. So, as I'm thinking about it, how many of you are planning on going down to see the cherry blossoms? Because I believe in the cherry blossom parade, like in a couple of weeks or so. Myself, I will not be going because I have allergy issues and I do not need them aggravated, but I will watch it on television. So let's jump into today's topic, because this girl right here has some important things that I need to get done this morning. But guess what, you guys? I have two things I wanted to share with you. One of which, because my sister woke me up early this morning. Thank you, Trish. But I was up, and so I was going through some emails, and I came across a whole workshop that I had put together on confident speaking. Y'all, when I tell you, it just made my heart jump all over the room, okay? So I am going to be, this evening, after work, I'm going to be working on that every day to see where I can update any of the information and all that other good stuff. So I'm super excited about that. So my goal is next month to have a workshop with that whole topic. And when I tell you I am excited, y'all, I am super excited because I did the workbook. So I'm one of these people, I love workbooks. Okay, if you know me, then you know that. But I did the whole workbook, so now I just need to put together the actual training session. And the other thing I wanted to tell y'all about is a cooking video that I'm going to do, but I can't tell you what it is I'm going to be cooking. You're just going to have to watch and see. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get to it this Saturday. Fingers crossed I will be able to get to it this Saturday. But if not, I will do it next week. And when I tell you I am excited, y'all better watch out. Now, let's jump into today's topic. So today's topic is traps a narcissist will use to manipulate you. Yes, we are still talking about how to deal with a narcissist, and I promise y'all this is the last week, and then we're going to jump into something else. But I just think it is so important to talk about this because so many people are affected by dealing with a narcissist, whether you know it or not. And as I've shared over the last few days, a lot of times it's hard to just walk away from a narcissist because those of us that have good hearts, we don't like to give up on people. And I know I don't. I don't like to give up on anybody, but when it comes down to a narcissist, baby, you got to let that person go. So I'm going to be sharing 5 things with you, and I promise I'll let you be. So we're talking about traps that a narcissist will use to manipulate you. Number 1 is hope. The hope that everything will get better. Maybe if you wait another year, things will get better. Everything is about hope, okay? The narcissist will lead you to believe that if you don't give up on them, come on now, they will change. And didn't I just say that's why a lot of times it's hard for us to let go, because we don't want to feel like we're giving up. So you end up doing what's called future faking. And I have to air quote because it's air quoted in my notes. Yourself. And this is a term that Dr. Ramani said, and she is a licensed clinical psychologist and a narcissist expert. I just wanted to throw that out there. So the whole thing about hope is a narcissist will give you that hope. They'll let you think that things are going to change. Hey, don't give up yet because it's going to get better. I'm going to get the help that I need so that we can be a better team. I mean, they're going to lead you on to believe all of this stuff. But in the back of their minds, sweetie, they know they're not doing anything. They know that things will not get better because they're not working towards making them get better, okay? Number 2 is fear. The fear of being alone, the fear of starting all over again, the fear of doing things on their own, the fear of what if I'm wrong? What if they actually do change? Ooh, so when you are dealing with a narcissist, they will drop those little nuggets in your mind to make you second guess yourself. And you start to build up this fear inside of you. Like I said, of, well, what if I give up on them and they do get themselves together and then they move on with somebody else? Well, if I give up on them, I know I should, but then I'm gonna be by myself. And you know that old saying we like to tell ourselves, sometimes the devil that you know is better than the one that you don't know. Well, I beg to differ, because I choose not to deal with the devil at all. But I digress. But it's that whole fear, that fear of what if. Can I just say this? Whenever it comes down to you wondering about what if, don't. When you are dealing with the narcissist, sweetie, what you're going to have to do is just keep moving forward. Don't you look back. Don't you look back. There is nothing back there for you. Keep moving forward. And guess what? Even if they get their lives together and they become a different person, even if they are able to do that, what you've got to tell yourself is that person was not the right person for you. That person's not the right person for me. It's not the right person for us. They may be the right person for somebody else, but they're not the right person for you. See, here's what I do know. God never takes anything and anybody out of your life that was meant to actually be there. Let that marinate in your spirit, okay? If you're dealing with somebody and God removes that person from your life short of death, that's because that person wasn't meant to be there. Or excuse me, or that person was meant to be there for a reason and or a season, but they were not meant to be there for a lifetime. Number 3 is guilt. The narcissist tends to make you feel that just because you are a nice person, there's no way that you will leave them stranded when they're down. We tend to gravitate to the familiar, even when it's traumatic. So you put up with the same arguments. Why? Because they're familiar. And remember, I talked about a little while, I think I've talked about that before. The narcissist, they will try to use guilt. They will guilt trip you. And they will remind you that, y'all, excuse me, my nose is itching. They will remind you that you are a nice person. They will remind you that you have a good heart. And that makes you think, wow, you know what? I am a nice person. I do have a good heart. So I can't leave them. What would God do? What would Jesus do? Would he be okay with me walking out on this person that's in need of my help? God doesn't walk out on me when I need his help. They'll put all that stuff in your mind and you'll start to think, wow, I have to stay because, you know, I'm a child of God. God would not be pleased. Honey, let me tell you something. To hell with the guilt. To hell with the guilt. Let that guilt go out the door. Let it go one way and you go the other. Keep it moving. They're trying to guilt you to keep you to stay with them, and that is not what you need to do. Okay? So, 2 things I want you to keep in mind. And that is, your job on this earth is not to rescue another capable adult. That responsibility lies on them. And Dr. Ramani said that. When I heard her say that, I said, Lord, I've got to share this. Let me say it one more time. Keep in mind that your job on this earth is not to rescue another capable adult. That responsibility lies on them. Okay? So if you think for a moment, for even a half a second, that you need to rescue another capable adult. I didn't even say that right. Another capable adult. I need you to throw it out the window, because that's not your job. That's their responsibility. And then also she says, oftentimes we say, teach people how to treat you, when in reality, most people were never taught how to be treated. Come on, somebody. And that's true. I know I use that term all the time. You have to teach people how to treat you. Well, if that person was never taught how to be treated, how can they take lessons from me? How can they take lessons from you? They can't. They don't know any better. They're only doing what they've seen done. And we're going to talk about that later on this week, okay? So number 4 is pity. Trauma bonding is when we put up with the same old stuff because it's better to be with, as I said, the devil we know than the one we don't know. We can easily be soothed by the comfort of the familiar and begin to feel guilty at the thought of leaving the narcissist. You begin to feel sorry for them and wonder what they will do if you aren't around. Baby, let me tell you something. What they will do if you're not around is none of your concern. It is none of your concern, just like it's none of mine. I've been down that road. I've been in that place where I worried about that. Well, Lord, what are they going to do if I'm not here? Who's going to help them do A, B, C, X, Y, Z? That's not your problem. Just like it wasn't my problem then, it wouldn't be my problem now. If I were to meet someone that was a narcissist, it is not your problem. They will figure it out. It is not your problem to stay with somebody that is controlling, that is manipulative, and treats you like crap every chance they get, all because you're worried about what they're going to do if you're not around. Who in the hell cares? If they don't do anything, so what? That's their problem. It's not yours. So stop putting up with familiar things, again, just because you think that the devil you know, i.e. the narcissist, is better than the one that you don't know, i.e. someone new that comes into your life. Honey, let me tell you something. I'm not a gambling woman, but if I was, I would take my chances on the new person coming into my life. Number 5, last but not least, is comfort. Sometimes people feel comfort from a narcissist because it's what they know, and the narcissist knows how and when to turn on the charm to get you to forgive them or not to leave them. Again, you cannot allow that narcissist to turn on the comfort charm to get you to stay. They have a way of treating you like crap and then turning on the charm just like that to make you feel like, oh, I need to stay because Larry really loves me, or Craig really cares, or Susan really cares. Honey, let me tell you something. They don't care. They just don't want you to leave. Why? Because I'm going to say it. Why? Because they have a fool in their midst. And y'all, I love you. You know I do. I love you. I love you. I love you. But I am just being honest. A narcissist sees you as being a fool. Better yet, they see you as being a damn fool. And so they know that if they were to lose you, they may not be able to get somebody to come around and be as big a fool as you are. So they need to keep you where they can always keep their hands on you, where they can keep their eyes on you. That's why they want you to stay. That's why they comfort you, put their arms around you, kiss your neck, all that other good stuff, because they want you to think that they care, and they really don't, because they're not capable of caring about anybody but themselves. So, you guys, that's it. That's all. Today I talked about the traps that a narcissist will use to manipulate you. Everything I shared will be in the description box. So having said that, if you're new to watching my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, enjoy this beautiful day. Like I said, I don't know where you all live, but here in the DMV area, it's a beautiful 54 degrees outside. The sun is out. However, it is breezy, so you do need a jacket on. Go out there, enjoy the rest of your day, no matter where you go or what you do. Have fun and be safe. You know the drill, you know the spiel. I love you to the moon and back, and there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can ever do to change it. I love you all. Come back on Wednesday and we'll talk again.